You are standing in the Indian jungle, quietly admiring a herd of wild elephants. Then, you step backward and crack one stick. A 12-foot tusker whips around. He locks eyes with you, registers your presence as a profound disrespect, and absolutely loses his mind. He smacks a tree to pieces with his trunk, lets out a piercing scream, and suddenly charges right at you. To survive an elephant running at you full tilt, you can't run in a straight line. You have to grab tree trunks, pivot 90 degrees, and swing yourself like a gibbon to break their line of sight. Your only escape is the edge of a stream. You are forced to jump completely blind, violently rolling down a steep 12-foot cliff and slamming onto your back in the thick mud. But the elephant doesn't just run off. He stops at the edge of the cliff, looks down at you, picks up a thick branch with his trunk, and hurls it like a spear directly at your head. This is conservationist Paul Rizzoli, a man who actually survived that charge. He spends his life in the deepest, most isolated jungles on Earth, and his experiences reveal a harsh mathematical truth. When you strip away our concrete, our smartphones, and our supply chains, human beings plummet to the absolute bottom of the food chain. If you want to survive out there, you don't conquer the wild, you submit to it. The rain, the rocks, and the rivers dictate the terms. If the river rises 15 feet in 4 hours, you adapt or you die. Take a look at this aerial view of the Amazon. It is the size of the continental United States. You can travel for 2 weeks by boat and still be days away from the nearest police station or a paved road. It is a completely isolated universe, and it is incredibly dark. The canopy overhead is so thick that during the daytime, only 3% of the sun's light actually hits the forest floor. When the sun goes down, it is like sitting in the belly of a black hole. In that darkness, every single acre becomes a vertical battlefield. From the muddy roots all the way up to the 150-foot canopy, millions of frogs, bats, birds, and snakes wake up with 2 goals: to eat and to mate. You see interactions that look like alien horror films. A frog will be sitting in a puddle only to be ambushed from below by a massive spider. The spider flips the frog over, drives its fangs into its chest, and pumps in venom that digests the frog's organs from the inside out, turning it into a drinkable liquid. Meanwhile, apex predators like jaguars navigate this pitch-black maze flawlessly. They can walk right up to the edge of your hammock while you sleep. They can smell your shampoo from hundreds of feet away. Your human eyes and ears are entirely useless. The jungle operates as a hyper-efficient festival of sex and death. It is perfectly balanced. It has functioned this way for millions of years, and it absolutely does not care if you survive the night. Deep in the Amazon, the deadliest threat doesn't have scales or claws. It carries a chainsaw and a machine gun. This chart breaks down the global illicit economy. Right behind guns, drugs, and human trafficking sits the illegal trade in wildlife and timber. It pulls in $23 billion a year by liquidating the Earth's natural ecosystems. Look at these confiscated tiger skins. A massive portion of this $23 billion machine runs on entirely unscientific beliefs. Buyers will pay a premium for tiger parts, specifically drinking tiger penis wine, under the delusion that it will cure erectile dysfunction. Here is a mountain of severed elephant tusks, representing hundreds of highly intelligent animals slaughtered for decorative carvings and fake medicinal powders. And this is the ground-level destruction of the Amazon. Narco-traffickers push into the untouched jungle, clear-cut ancient trees, and torch the soil to clear space for illicit coca plantations. Global economic demand is systematically dismantling the forest, acre by acre. When you try to stand between that $23 billion market and the trees, you instantly become a target. Protecting an ecosystem means blocking a cartel's revenue stream. Paul and his indigenous mentor, JJ, fly drones to track illegal logging and mining operations. Because of this, narcos have circulated messages instructing their networks to shoot Paul and JJ on sight. Recently, a local police officer who helped them escape a cartel encounter was murdered later that exact same day. There is a dark absurdity to it. You dedicate your life to protecting rare frogs, counting butterflies, and studying macaw migration routes, and your reward is a daily, very real threat of catching a bullet to the skull from a hitman. This is a life or death guerrilla war against human greed. How do you defeat an enemy that has more funding, more guns, and zero rules? You can't outshoot them. Paul and his team at Jungle Keepers fight back by securing legal control of the land itself. By purchasing government land leases, they turn the forest into a private park. This gives them the legal standing to coordinate with Peruvian authorities to dismantle illegal camps and install permanent armed ranger stations. Once the paperwork clears, Paul's team hikes for hours through the dense jungle, directly into the illegal logging camps. They walk right up to the men sitting around their chainsaws. This shows the recruitment logic. An illegal logger makes $15 a day performing grueling labor. Jungle Keepers offers a simple trade. We legally own this land. We'll pay you 3 times your rate to stop cutting and start patrolling. The loggers almost always take the deal. They physically hand over the spark plugs from their chainsaws so the machines can't run, put on a Jungle Keepers t-shirt, and start working as environmental rangers. Surviving the jungle might require calloused feet and a healthy respect for jaguars. But saving the jungle requires something much colder, outsmarting human greed, and proving that a living forest pays significantly better than a dead one.